Oops, forgot to turn on the mic. Hi again. So as the title suggests, I'll be doing something that I normally don't stream. I prefer to do it on my own, and it is inking or line art stage, step, whatever you call it. It is like the most, aside from detail sketch that I already did, the inking is like second in terms of amount of focus that I need to do this. So it will be interesting to do live, just because, well, I need to also communicate something and that also takes some amount of brain power, I would say. So we'll see how it goes. Also, like inking like backgrounds and stuff is fine. It's more technical. It doesn't require a lot of just energy, I guess. But drawing characters, especially their faces, is like I need to be just all of my everything should be in that moment, because, well, it's kind of hard to translate like the emotion, or I don't know. Already not communicating very well. So I want on this stream to do specifically this one page. Like, I have more, like a whole bunch of them. Also I should hide text, probably it's spoilers and stuff, so there's like a lot. And it's in this file is only half of the episode. But anyway, what I want to do today is to ink all of that and then start coloring. Ideally, I would like to finish this whole page, but I don't think it's realistic. It will take like, I don't know, 5-6 hours maybe. I'm not gonna stream that long. Definitely. So yeah, and as you can see, the level of detail is kind of falling from one to another. Like, first one I was like very detailed, and then it's kind of went downhill from there. Like, the last one is really very sketchy, and I might work on the sketch a little bit more later once I get there. First, I think I'll just do the first one. And like the goal of this page is just to show just a little bit of passage of time, I guess. Like the hunter is waiting here, basically. And on one hand, it's kind of wasteful to spend the whole page on just that. There could have been just 3 short, small frames, like just his headshot or like the bust or something, and then go on. But I don't know, I sometimes, from time to time, I want like this type of pages that are more like artsy, I would say, not fully functional. But like the problem is that I had to sacrifice a bit of dialogue here. Like, I removed some parts just to make room for this kind of transitional page. But I think it will look good once I'm done with it. It will take a lot of effort, but I'm kind of confident, I guess. And the idea here is to go a little bit out of bounds. So the as you can see on the sketch, his like hands will be arms. I meant to tell arms. Will be kind of out of borders, and everything else is kind of contained. For, I don't know, no particular reason. I normally don't do also like this type of paneling, because this comic is like a vertical format, scrolled, and like I'm trying to make it so it is intuitively obvious which way you should read it, like left to right or right to left, because like in scroll comics it's not always not always obvious. Like Western comics are read one way, the like Asian the opposite way, and well, I'm trying to not make the left to right isn't like implied, like default direction, like that you should know about it before even starting to read. Usually if I have panels like next to each other, I use kind of positioning. They are not on the same level vertically, or they have like the border between them isn't vertical but like kind of tilted, so you see which one is like above and which one is below. But this one kind of has to be read left to right. I tried like switching it, so putting in them like vertically on top of each other, but it doesn't work this well. I think that's like the action itself will show which way it reads. Also the where the character looks kind of implies that you should move like along with him from left to right, but well, that's kind of it's not that important, I guess. It's like just the thing that I try to pay attention to, because well, sometimes you read a comic and you assume, because like you're used to it, that it reads in one direction, and all of a sudden it's in another, and you kind of your brain kind of breaks. But anyway, oh boy, I don't know if I actually can do this. Let's see. Like when I'm drawing faces, I really kind of need to feel the mood of the character to translate the expression correctly, to not to just default to some just their normal face, how I used to draw them if they're not in a neutral state. Sometimes it happens, of course, but like I'm trying to kind of keep the expression. In this particular set of frames, I am trying to convey that like well, the hunter is very tired here, because well, we've seen his night in the first chapter, then like in the morning he was talking with his not his boss, but kind of the priest is kind of higher than him in like hierarchy, and then he went on the train, and so he like it's the evening of the next day after the hunt, and he's like tired, he hadn't slept properly. So that's kind of, I'm trying to convey that like on one frame he's like super tired, and he kind of uses his pipe here, and then he kind of wakes up in a way. There was also, as I said, I had to cut out some of the dialogue. It was just mentioning that what type of stuff he's smoking here. It's like I don't want to mention any of like real life substances, obviously, like, but I guess the closest will be just normal tobacco or something, because he's like he's trying to wake up and he needs something stimulant type of stuff. And there was like a short dialogue when the healer comes up and like, do you have some, is it like something calming, because healer, well, it will be explained in the dialogue later, like healer is kind of was worried. He was expecting to see something more serious than what he found. and he was kind of a bit nervous after that, and wanted something to calm down his nerves, but turns out that like this is kind of the opposite. And yeah, when I'm trying to talk, I can't really draw the faces properly. Like, this is a problem. I'm not sure I want to draw his eyes necessarily, like the pupils and stuff. Like, he's looking down. He's kind of looking at his pipe. And I also kind of want to convey that like he's tired. He's very tired, and he has to work now. Like, it's also will be visible in this frame. Like, this is a sunset here happening, so we kind of transition into the night, the time when well, Arius was about to go for a hunt after he arrives where he is going, but he's like close already, so he needs to be focused, and he's like smoking this stuff. But yeah, I decided not to do any dialogue about it, like not, it will be just the visual thing that like maybe some readers won't even notice that he's like smoking here, because even though it's kind of noticeable, it's a bit of a small detail, and I'm not gonna like draw attention to it. So it's more like something for the character to do than like any sort of plot point or something. He's just kind of, that's something he does. I think, yeah, I wasn't sure what's wrong with the lines, but I'm just using the wrong brush, like the wrong size of the brush. I need smaller one, and yeah, now it's better. Kind of have more control over it. I might redraw these. No, I won't. Like, I don't need like his like precise expression here. I just need to imply that he's like very tired and like, yeah. And he's also kind of a bit bitter about what transpired in the train car when he was with like the that lady and her daughter and the healer, and he's like the most useless in all that situation, and he's like not happy about it. He's not like extremely unhappy, but it just wasn't a pleasant interaction, you know. He's not like worrying about it right now. It's kind of past, but just one of the negatives of his amazing day here. Like, he was kind of reprimanded a little bit in the morning, then he had to just go on the train right away without like any preparation or anything, just grab his bag and some papers and just go. Like, it, by the way, I don't know if anybody noticed, but in the like the beginning of this chapter, he's reading some papers on one of the like this time skip sequence. The like the very beginning, where he just sits by the window, and in one of the frames he's like reading a stack of paper. That's basically all he could just grab before departing, and so he's like has a bit of a limited information here. So, but that was kind of by design. So it would take him longer, and he'll be out of the capital for longer, and won't like cause any trouble for the rest of the organization, I would say. So yeah, he is kind of unhappy here, and the idea is to show how he switches from this kind of grumpy state into more like the working state. is like this episode will be just him talking to the healer, the things that he requested the last episode. Like he asked the healer to go for chat, and they are in between the train cars, like in this kind of in between space. How you call it, like vestibule or something. And naturally everybody smokes there, so he went there for the smoke. And like I obviously could have just not used that. He wouldn't, he would be just standing there without pipe and stuff, and it will be a bit, I don't know, maybe safer for like if some publishers have some reservations about like smoking and stuff, it's, I believe is kinda censored out often, but well, I don't care. It's not like he's consuming any of like our real life substances, so like obviously it's like whatever he's doing is legal in their world, and like in our would be too. But like it's just, I think, an interesting detail, and I kinda considered options here. So not originally, but like in one of the iterations of the script, he was to just meet random guy here who would kind of share with him his stuff, but that was, I don't know, a bit too much, I think. And also Irius wouldn't accept that anyway. He's too paranoid to take stuff from other people, which will be a plot point later, so didn't seem right to use that. And so yeah, he just having this not realistically looking pipe, because well, I'm trying to design all the props here to look similar but not quite the same as our real life stuff, so it will be recognizable, like you would understand that it's a pipe, but it's not quite the same. And like it will be funny if despite my attempts to kind of design it somewhat different from real life, it will be funny if actually this design exists in real life. I'm not like very and I don't know how this stuff looks, basically. Like I know how like normal pipe looks, but if there are some new fancy variants, and I don't have any idea about that. But I don't know. I just I had the a bit before that in the one of the episodes the somewhat weird take on like how would the nebulizer look in the world that doesn't use plastic. So it was like glass, basically, which obviously isn't like very practical, because well, glass stuff breaks, which exactly what happened there, but like it was kind of a plot point. And here it's also glass, and I'm kind of trying to use this type of material for just a lot of different accessories here, and there will be some other stuff also made of glass like later on. And again, it's like it's not practical, but I think it looks nice, and I mean, I know there exist glass pipes, right? Or don't? I don't know. I think they do. But anyway, I think it looks nice, and so I'm using that. Oof. I am not sure about this hand. I might need a reference for that. Or not. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Like, it's quite a simple gesture, so I might not need. I don't know. Kinda most of the like simple stuff I can draw just from like construct. I don't even like. It's not like I'm remembering how this looks from the angle. I'm just constructing it. I can again talk about like how AI would never be able to, but I think they can now do hands. Maybe not all of them. Maybe this particular gesture they would even do better than I'm doing right now, but well, I don't care all that much. I think it's fine. So he's like putting something inside this pipe. I will not detail it because it doesn't matter. I think it's fine. It's kind of serviceable, I would say. So this part will go over the border of the frame. And like yeah, it's not very I will probably do this just so I see this line separated from the border, because like my brain was like not doing very well with this thick black line over the thin black line. Like I wasn't able to separate them. That's annoying. How that would look on this angle? I think it will be a bit more sharp here, like, or not. I might need a mirror for that. No, I was correct originally. There will be muscles there. Like, it's kind of hard to use your own arms as a reference when the amount of muscle mass is like not even close to what I'm trying to do. Like, I don't have this many muscle to be able to reference it on my own. Okay, now like this line quality is absolutely horrendous. I prefer it to be a bit more off in terms of like geometry, but just quick sharp line with no like editing on it. I think it's in general looks better when it's just a bunch of very quick strokes than when it's like something erased a million times over. I feel like his arm is very wrong here. Yeah, it should be shorter. Oh boy. Yeah, that's why the reference would be nice, but how is it? I also don't want to make like a million strokes here. It's not even... Okay, maybe going for 2 segments for the finger wasn't a great idea. Like I sometimes simplify the... There are like several ways to draw fingers, of course, like more than you can... If you simplify and you just go like that's like the palm, that's 1, 2, and that was very wrong. I mean, you can draw the finger like this, or like more realistic 3 segments. Both read very well. Okay, according to the chat, this type of pipe is actually exists and used for some illegal substances. Well, I'm not gonna change that. Let's hope that substance isn't like the opposite of what I'm trying to convey here. Come on, hands. You need to cooperate with me. I didn't like how overworked that lines were. But I think I'm just gonna do the same again. First of all, I need to match. This one is smaller for some reason. And I'm not gonna transform it. I'm gonna redraw it because it's ugly. Okay, I just need sketch it better. So, what we have here. That's our wrist, right? No. Yes. And like that's why I don't really show this part, I guess, because it's a lot of just trial and error. It depends. If like the sketch is good, then it's faster, but if sketch wasn't exactly good, then I'm just struggling a lot. So that's our wrist, right? Like this, and like this. Thumb is there, and then like a different color for that. Let's go with red again, but like this one finger set and this pinky here. So these two are holding the stuff with the thumb, and these two are just out of the way. And then, so basically it was correct, but it looks like shit. Interesting. Maybe it's a problem with proportions. I'm trying to... For some reason I'm zooming in a lot and I can't see the face, and if I can't see the face, the proportions go into the window and all that. But yeah, I just can't not to zoom in too much. Like, it just for some reason I always end up zooming in. I mean, it's because my eyesight isn't great. If I need to see some precise detail and just zoom a lot, and then where's my music? Should be going. Okay. Where was I? Yeah. just need glasses, I guess, to avoid this problem. On the other hand, if I draw like wearing glasses, it's not good for the eyes. They kind of get tired too fast. I keep hearing this particular track in pretty much any mix I use for the stream. It's funny. Okay, I just thought that I want to use 3 segment fingers, and I sketched 2 segment again. What's wrong with me? I mean, you would hold it like that, right? So it will be 2 segment. Okay, I just need them this longer because it's technically 2 of them, so you have the joint here and then like the joint here. So they should be a bit more thick. Again, bad lines. This is annoying. So this goes here, this goes here. Okay, this looks fine, I guess. Yeah, I see. I see the problem. The joint for the what this finger is called? This one should be a bit here. And then we are holding something, and here is the thumb will be here. And that's it. That's the hand. And it is for some reason very chunky hand. Guess I can slim it a little bit. And here. And also this shouldn't be this long. Yeah, I went with 2 segments again here. Not really. It's very disproportionate, that's what I'm saying. And that is annoying. The way that I end up with very disproportionate stuff when I'm trying to narrate what I'm doing, because like I don't have the brain capacity to do it all at the same time. But I think once we done with this hands, it will be a bit easier. Although that doesn't look good, like none of this looks good. But often I look at reference images and they don't look any better, honestly. Like from some angles, hands just look very odd and strange and stuff. What if I delete this sketch now so it will not distract me? Let's see how it looks. Nah, I don't like it. So the stream will be me trying to draw this hand for like several hours until my iPad dies or something. Hopefully not of old age, but just battery stuff. Why is it longer again? Should be shorter, but and I'm overworking the lines again. This is absolutely annoying. That's why I don't normally stream this. Oh well. This should be longer. This should be shorter. Still ugly. This is normal gesture, it's readable, it's fine. There's a lot of stuff to do other than these hands, even though they're kind of important part. Like, I like the gesture on this one, it's very elegant, and this one on the other hand literally. It looks like shit and the lines are shit and everything shit. Oh well. And again, I'm being a bit more critical than I should be, probably. It's like it's serviceable, it's fine. It's not like the way I would want it to look, but well, that's what I'm doing right now anyway. No, like this looks horrible. What the fuck? Is it better? I think it's better. Yeah. And he's like the stuff he's putting here is kinda too big, I think, but well, I don't want to detail it too much. Again, I don't really want to focus on what he's doing. He just needs to do something. Like his hands need to be like occupied with something, and for those who choose to look closely, they will like hopefully understand what he's doing and why and to what effect. And also, I don't need this line. So, yeah, what I was trying to say, the idea here is I have one background that is like for all the whole page, so it's like under the gutters here, and if you can see, it's like in blue. Yeah, this one. So like the trees, the like water there, and the setting sun, and it will be in red, by the way. Not that. I mean, this whole chapter primary color is like blue, and red is the accent color for the hunter, and I'm using the same red for, well, trying to get the limited palette. Anyway, so that will be one background. Then I will have Irius here a bit overlapping over the borders with his arms, but like his lower part will be inside the border and less detailed. Like here we have lines and they will be colored and stuff, but like below his like gestures, it will be just shapes. With no line art. That's the idea. I will see how well I will be able to execute it. I already see the problem with like transition here. As in like here I have lines for his like all of this is black, and so I will color the lines to like more lighter gray to just separate different black parts of his uniform from one another. But like the lower part, I'm like, ideally it will be just black and red shapes, at least like here. I'm not sure about his belt though, because I want here his gun to be visible on the like the last frame where he kind of leans against the window and kind of relaxes a little bit, and I see his gun that like foreshadowing, obviously he'll be using his gun. Why won't he? Can't wait, by the way, like can't wait to be done with this chapter and finally get back to action, because it hasn't been any since the first chapter, and like I'm kinda can't wait for that. Drawing action is fun. So like I think I still need the line here just for like separation. Maybe not, maybe I will remove it later. Like I need a bit of the background to be visible, because I want to be visible the window frame here, just to show that he's not like outside, he's like still on the train, and this is the window, this is not like just outside. What should I do with his belt? Should I detail it? Should I line it? That's main question here. If I should or shouldn't line his belt. I mean, the gun will be detailed, but the gun is different color from everything else. Like his uniform is black and red, and like his boots is black, and so it's most of this is black and red, and the this no, I think I need lines here because the holster is also black and red, so well, we'll see as we get there. First I need to draw like 2 more faces. And try to make them like similar but not identical. I had a thought maybe copy paste the sketch, so I kind of at least keep proportions, but I decided against it because, well, I don't like copy pasting stuff, even if like I can like copy paste like rough sketch to keep the proportions, but that's it. I don't even reuse sketches, even though it is like smart. I guess I prefer work hard and not smart. So his mighty nose here, and he's like very focused on his process, I guess. And like looked at many references and for this particular process, and that face is pretty much the same every time, just someone looking down at their pipe or whatever they have. And I hope his like face on the last frame here will show that he's not like smoking to calm down, so he could have like relax or like look up, maybe like kind of leaning back and relaxing and stuff, but instead he's kind of almost, I mean, he looks straight into the camera. He's like, hello, which will be uncomfortable to draw and hopefully uncomfortable to look at. It's usually kind of unnerving when the character looks like straight into the camera. I don't know, maybe it's just me. So like his scars will be with this angle because he looks down, like hopefully it shows the angle good. Oh, by the way, there is also a scar here. Not that it's recognizable because like lines on the ear is usually very like hard to tell which is which. What is just the shape of the ear and what is like some other stuff, especially since I like draw ears kind of randomly. I'm not trying to like keep the same shape because it doesn't matter. I mean, the way I draw ears is kind of very similar anyway. I sometimes kind of change things up for like different characters to have a little bit different like ear shape, but it's not like very noticeable, and ultimately it doesn't matter. But it's kind of funny to notice how different artists draw ears. I kind of try to pay attention to that from time to time. Like if I see some detailed ears, I kinda just funny. Like once you start drawing detailed ears, it's kinda every time when I just do like this, not like this shape, but like only the shape of the ear, but not like the insides. It feels like I forgot to draw it. Not that I'm simplifying, which is funny, I think. And again, it's like this so specific thing for artists, I guess. Like I don't think any non-artist people think about how to draw ear and how it usually goes. And don't think anybody like pays attention all that much how different artists draw different like ears and different characters. It's like one of those things that only artists would pay attention to, which is funny, I think. Oh, by the way, do AI draw ears properly, or is it also some misshapen monstrosity like hands? Is it proportionate even? I think he's not exactly looking like himself here. Like the nose is smaller almost. Yeah, like this nose is way bigger than this one. I like both though. Should I do a little bit of plastic surgery on him? I think it will look worse though. I don't know. Maybe just this part. Should be bigger. Oops. That was an interesting transformation. Probably I should do that. Nose enlargement. Normally people do the opposite, I guess. Like and he's lighting it up like I don't know if you read my previous comic, there were some characters who would smoke, but like normal cigarettes, and I just like drawing smoke, I guess. It looks better. It can be very interesting shapes, and just like drawing that stuff because it looks cool. And there was also some interesting possible like design choices in like lettering and stuff to incorporate smoke in. Like do I use it here? Like some of the balloons later on will be kinda interacting with the smoke, which I think is interesting. But again, it's like this small detail that doesn't mean much, just something that I like to do for fun. Also maybe, I'm thinking maybe like not draw like this part, so like this shoulder is kind of behind the so only one arm is going over, and it kind of helps to transition the though in this particular case it creates this kind of ugly tangent, though I can just move the arm a little bit and it won't be breaking anything. And but this will be kind of challenging to do in terms of I will need to layer the stuff very specifically. Like some of it will be under borders, some over, and it's the same layer, so I will need to kind of mask some stuff or something. We'll see. It will be fun. It will be annoying though, like just if I, for example, run into the layer limit, this will be a disaster. But if not, then well, hopefully I won't. In this case, I'm again on the bit of a smaller file. There's only 3 pages in here instead of like 4 as I normally do. But with 4 the layer limit is too constricting, which I don't like. Also think I might just do the lace right away, just because it's easier and it will allow my brain to rest a little bit. Because like it's already hurting, like inking is really difficult step. Just because, I don't know, since I'm more of a drawing, like graphics person, not the painting one, I pay more attention to lines and I feel like more pressure to do them good. Like, I'm not saying they're like good or anything, but I'm trying to the best of my ability to make them as good as I can. And how will they behave? Like, I don't want to cover this hand because this one is good, this one is not, but I can't cover this one though because, well, gravity. The how we call it? The cuffs won't go up here. They like will be hanging like down because gravity again. But here, I guess something like that. Again, I already kinda did it in one of the streams, like I was showing how to do this. Yeah, this is kinda nice little pattern, very simple, just kinda fractal of bunch of triangles just going all the way down, and then bunch of triangles inside of those triangles, and well, it's fractal, so detail it as much as you like. I say as if anyone would want to draw these for themselves, probably not. I think it's fine. I'm also thinking maybe, I mean, obviously he will be looking the same for the next chapter, but then he will change a little bit, not like dramatically, but I might change his lace, maybe. I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure yet. I kinda considered maybe giving him like black shirt for the next day, but I'm not sure yet. So how will it go all the way like this? Probably will. Which kinda sucks because it means that I can't cover, or I can go like this, right? Which I would prefer, because I don't like this hand, I would like to cover it up a little bit. Which is cheating, but hey, nothing wrong with that. There's also a lot of foreshortening here happening. Again, the lines aren't exactly good here, which is annoying. But also no, it won't be all that visible anyway. This type of angle, but here it will be like longer, I think. Because it's kind of falling in that direction, like, again, gravity. I mean, yeah, it doesn't look bad. I think it improved the overall. And okay. I've been told that Midjourney makes ears correctly. Well, good for them, I guess. Because I used to see a lot of ears just covered with whatever, like the hair looking appendages that doesn't follow the laws of physics or common sense or anything. But I mean, probably changed by now. Like if they learn to draw hands, why not ears? Why not hair, I guess? Is this... Yeah, I think it's fine. What is this? He's very fancy in his gestures, according to my sketch that I did not so long ago and already don't remember why I chose this particular gestures. Maybe I mean, I didn't reference myself, even though these gestures looks like I would probably hold something like that this way. Why is he doing this? Like, why? I mean, yeah, he's removing his finger not to burn it with the match. I also was trying to, like, maybe change the burning mechanism or whatever, and not use any sort of like lighter or whatever, because it uses gas, and like in this world they avoid fossil fuel. So, but I needed something recognizable so you would know what it is. Like the other option would be something electrical, but I chose the match because just I like drawing matches, that's it. I like drawing fire, I guess, and if the overall world building doesn't really use fire all that much, then, well, I'll use what I can. So... And now the struggle will be even worse than previously with the gesture, because this I will be redrawing this hand a gazillion time, probably. Maybe not actually. Maybe I'll just do it right away. It isn't that hard, I think. This particular gesture isn't hard at all. It's not much different from this one though. It's just... Again, I think I should... No, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It just needs to be... Proportions should be different. Like there is this... This one has two joints here and one here, so it goes like this. And he holds the match and the... I will be recoloring this, of course. It's like fire. And also, yeah, he might burn his hair, I guess. Actually, you know, I will move it away. He can make himself an express haircut otherwise. I think it's fine. Like, I don't want to make him too muscular because he's more of a magic user than the like physical fighter. But again, I don't want to make him too stick figure or whatever. That's hard. There's a bit of a tangent happening with the shoulder here. Guess I'll just move it here. Seems fine, somewhat. Trying to match the just the direction of the stroke. Ideally, I would do it in one big stroke, but I would not be able to match to the beginning of this line. So okay. Again, I will think about the lower part a bit later. Now this one, I didn't detail this sketch because, I don't know, for some reason. Now I need to do that. So the idea here, he's looking kinda in the camera. He's a bit more awake, which is hard to do with his facial structure and his like hooded eyelids. Like he kind of always looks like a bit tired, and but I need him to like. I also don't want him to look creepy, but that's what he is right now. I feel like. I mean, yeah, this looks more awake than this. Like that moment when your first coffee of the day hits. That's basically what it's supposed to be. I also don't really like drawing his nose from like the front because it looks weird a little bit. But, well, sometimes I have to. I mean, any nose from the front looks very different from any other angle. And, like, don't get me started on, like, from, like, low angle up. That looks horrible, usually. I don't want this to be like just frontal view, so he's a bit turned, just a little bit, but I also don't want to go like in 3/4. It's like default view, I guess. He has like some Giga Chat jawline here, which isn't. Well, he's not supposed to look like that. I mean, he's like. Okay, I guess I don't want to just even think about like in terms of Giga Chats and whatnot, what the hunter would be in this classification, because no, I refuse to use that. It's stupid. Like with this shape, his eyes always look like sad, and he's anything but sad. I would say he's like angry often and just kind of judgmental and bitter, but not really sad, like ever. But I guess he's just using his looks to seem a bit more sympathetic than he is. Like, I also draw these scars different way every time. Like, I know the general shape, but sometimes I just exaggerate them, sometimes even a lot, just for, I don't know, dramatic effect. Of course, they were most like exaggerated in the, I guess, in the beginning of the scene with the priestess, just because there was some inflammation going around, and then she quickly healed him, and he like, now it looks a bit better. This nose looks very wrong. I don't like it, but until I finish the rest of the face, I can't really do anything about it. I need to see him, like, all of his everything at the same time, then I can kind of maybe recognize where he is. It's like, why drawing faces is hard. I can't, like, sometimes I can see just the face in my head, but most of the time I don't, and I need to like search for it on the paper or whatever surface I'm using. So yeah, he looks sad here. He should be like just energized, and well, first of all, I guess his eyebrow should be more in his normal state, like he's frowning a lot. He's an angry person. He's like not nice. So it's like this kind of evil frown is like his resting face, I guess. But he's not looking in the camera this way. He looks kinda a bit off. So do I do this? Like he's looking straight at the camera? That's creepy. I mean, that was the effect, but he's like... Yeah, that's the problem. I didn't do him like the frontal view, so I can't make him look like straight ahead and also the camera. It's different angles. And if he looks like this, like what I'm just had, it's as if he turns a bit to the camera and like watches in it. But like he should be just looking straight ahead, but just kinda more awake state. It's less creepy, but it's more closer to the expression that I'm kind of trying to do here. But also his eyes a little bit more open. He's like kind of when the caffeine hits again. I think I said that already. Anyway, yeah, he's awake now for some time at least. And also he's exhaling here, so I need to draw his like mouth correctly, and like good luck with that. It usually looks very kind of silly. Kind of like this. I don't know. I'll draw the smoke, I think, on the different layer. It's kind of exhaling here. That's his chin and the butt on it. I think it's too open though. It should be a bit more like he's like kind of just barely open. So, is it his face or not? This is, I think he kind of went a bit more of a 3/4 look than I wanted. He's like, I don't know, his head is turned around a little more than I'd like to. Let's try normal trigger. Well, that's better than I expected. Usually when I flip horizontally, which you should do to check proportions and stuff. Usually it's way worse, but like, it's not bad actually. It's like, it's the same face. It's usually wildly different. Like this one probably it wouldn't translate good. Well, a bit of a here is like the oh, again that track. Hear it a lot. Something like that maybe, and the hair also a bit too much here. Again, when I'll flip back, I will think that I need to return everything as it was, because now this one isn't correct. Is this one? I feel like it's tilted a little bit. Yeah, this face is very like sour. Let me maybe move it a little bit. I think this is better. Maybe like this. And I will flip back and no, it's actually better, yeah. Yeah, that's better. Also, I think his, like, this hair is too much. Shouldn't be like this much with this angle. Maybe like this, and that's it. Yeah, I also need to draw lace here. And this face is too big compared to the rest of them, so I need to maybe yeah, something like that. Like the rest is fine, like the rest of the head, but like the face itself was a bit too much. Scar here, it's fine. Okay, scars are at place. Why is it so... lines are very thick. Even though, I mean, I'm zoomed in too much, obviously. Even then. And we will see his other ear from this angle. And his, like, hair here. Maybe a little bit. I don't want too much details here, because there will be smoke here, even though smoke is kind of a bit lower. Also don't want it to look like he has hair growing from his ear, but like, oh well. Hopefully it doesn't look like that. Huh. That's interesting. Anyway. That's too much. Are they... I think this looks very different from the previous frame. Guess I will resize all of that stuff a little bit. I'm trying to match the first one. Even though, like, in a vacuum it would look fine, but kind of want a bit more similarity, or how you say it. This is better, I think. More like him a little bit. I don't know. Nose is a little bit. Can I even do this with the warp? I think I need liquify for that. Or I can just redraw this. I don't know. Like, I want to keep the illusion that he looks down, because, well, that's what he does. He looks at his contraption here. Yeah, I think it's better. Yeah. This is better. Okay, hair here. He's very unruly hair. Just all over the place. This is also like a thing that healers, for example, can do, or whoever who has any healing capacity. They can regulate the hair growth and stuff, but heroes can do that. So by the way, I need to also put his growing beard in place, because we can also for example, if you a very good healer, you can fully control the all this stuff, basically the level of regeneration for different organs and parts and stuff, and so you can just stop the hair growth if you want to. But again, it depends on the skill level, I guess. Some can do it better than others, and some can even style their haircut or something just through healing abilities, which is cool, I think. But again, heroes can do shit in that regard. That is his problem. He's not super sad about that, which will be the kind of the talking point later. Basically the healer will ask him, why didn't you heal yourself? It's not hard stuff to do, this was very easy. And he well, I cannot, and but I'm okay with that. And he's lying, of course. Not that he cares that he has to shave every day, sometimes several times a day. That's not big deal, I guess. I mean, for some maybe it is, who knows, can't relate. But well, healing in general is kind of useful tool. And very convenient. Okay, another amazing gesture. So he's holding his apparatus here. I kind of wanted to look pretty, but also very simple, and I am not sure I can render glass realistically in this style or any. I'll try though. So by the way, I should draw something in there, there's something in there inside the stuff that he smokes. I thought maybe I should do it more like fantasy type of stuff, like draw some flowers in there, some magic-y whatever, but it's not the setting for that. Once I move to more of a fantasy story, I will be able to do that, I guess. Even though, like, I don't really intend to draw anything like super magic-y or anything, so probably I won't have the opportunity to do that, like, ever. Maybe I will do like some illustration, not for a comic, which is fine. So it looks like he has 3 fingers. So I need to make room for more. Oh, that's it. That's good. And like... he has a very stupid face here. Like, he's supposed to be just awake, but he's like very awakened here, like he's not fully present. I don't know, maybe it's the eyes, maybe I should add some in there. And now he looks like he is under influence, which, well, doesn't count. Maybe it's just the open mouth kinda makes it look like that. So once I draw smoke, it will be better, hopefully, not as if his IQ just dropped like 100. Okay, so how detailed do I want his like lower part? I want the gun to be visible. The gun to be visible, yeah, I need to detail all of that. I don't want to necessarily. Like, I mean, let me think. Okay, for now, I think I will leave it at that. Start coloring and then decide if I want it or not. But for that to happen, I need this to be on normal. Now we will be coloring under everything. We'll see how it goes. Normally I would do something with the background, probably. Maybe I should, just to make it easier. I need some colored background for that, just to see better, I guess. Okay. And like, I'm not sure these faces are like good enough. Like they... The gem is very different in size. I think this one is better. This one is kinda too huge. This gemstone should be smaller. But I need to match it with this one. Something like that, probably. Oops. A bit more. Yeah, kind of like that. Now I need to fix the line art. Okay, so need some stuff here. And I'm not even like trying to be precise with this, I just need something there. So here we have, here it kind of goes down. No, that's not correct. This is maybe that. And by the way, I kind of often see this like tip or something that if like you're maybe you're not sure about some part of your art or something, and the good like solution if you're not happy with the quality is to just add more details that will kind of cover up some stuff. And how should I do this here? Like, how should I do white parts here? I mean, I have a few ideas about that. The easiest one will be just drop some darker background there. But I need like separate layer for that, and it's kind of annoying. But oh well. Guess I'll just go with like half black. Just drop some background here, and then I will edit it out, the parts that I don't need. It's just like temporary stuff. And that's like all of that, like all these surface layers, like the border layer on partial opacity and stuff. It's all creates very like unpleasant picture that kind of you need to always keep in mind that it's not like the final product, and that's just the service technical stuff that will be removed soon and stuff. And it's like, it is annoying. Obviously it takes up some brain space, and also for like outside observers it makes it look very like ugly. But well, that's like the step to take to deal with it and to draw something, because this was not correct. Like I can't draw the white details on white background, obviously. Like I need something to be able to see what I'm drawing, so I dropped that stuff, even though like I can't look at it, it's ugly and very isn't like matching with anything. It's just kind of there, this blob of something that just annoying. But I'm almost done with these little thingies. And what was I talking about before? About details. Yeah, there is like this tip that you should just drop more details, and it kind of will trick the reader, viewer, whatever, into thinking that the art is good even when it's not. And I wouldn't say this is a good tip, because it kind of just teaches people to drop a bunch of unnecessary details to cover up the lack of quality, and you end up with like super over-rendered images that has like bad fundamentals and stuff, like very bad anatomy and all of that. And like that's exactly what AI is doing. Like it just drops a bunch of details to kind of trick the mind into thinking that it looks good. It's not. Okay, so ideally this would look kinda, kinda like that, so we can see it. Like normally I use half white background for the lace, so it is kind of stands out, but in this particular case I used like half black. Okay. And is this the only one? Yes, it's the only case of this stuff. So we good. Now I can finish the inks here. Kinda, I think I will add the smoke on the inks layer. I might want to maybe do it in different color though, but well, I can always colorize inks into something else, not necessarily white. So, but that would mean that it's fine. Or not. Do I want it on separate layer? Okay, I'll drop it on separate layer just for now. If it's all good, I will merge it. I just need to do something with his open mouth because he looks like an idiot without the smoke. It's not like clear what he's doing. Does he look even more like an idiot now? Probably, yeah. With this angle, I guess it should be kind of down. And also I don't want it to be too obvious, maybe. Not like it is obvious, of course. I don't want to look too much like too... I don't know how to tell. It's like my, as I said, my whole brain is now occupied by just drawing stuff, and talking at the same time is kind of hard. I think I will kinda maybe render it a little bit, but not much. Need smaller brush for that. Maybe not. I want a bit of texture here, but I don't want it to be like very homogeneous. I want it to be a little bit more smoky, which it is basically. Maybe I'll lower the opacity of it and leave it at that for now, and also just delete the stuff that goes over the border, and we're good. I might do something about it later. He looks like an idiot. I don't know. Yeah, I think his eyes are too big. A bit too big for the rest of his face. This will look hilarious. Yeah. But after I'm done with the second one, it will improve, I think. And that's why I like digital. Yeah, now he's more like himself and he doesn't look like an idiot that much. Still looks like an idiot, but well, that's not on him, that's on me. He did nothing wrong yet. I mean, no, he kinda killed a human at the very beginning, so he's already not very redeemable. Okay, that's that. Oh yeah, I also need more lace here. Oh boy, that's a lot of lace. And yeah, that's like you do some stuff with character design that looks cool, and then you are cursed to draw it gazillion times in every frame. And that's just life. The most practical thing is to design the protagonists very simply, then it's like very easy to draw them, but that makes a boring protagonist. Why would you want that? Characters with interesting design, I think, more recognizable, if not memorable. Ideally, they would be memorable, but well. And like, there will be other characters with a lot of like lace and jewelry and stuff, and a lot of just this small details that I'll have to draw over and over, and oh boy. But I think it's kind of necessary. I don't know, it looks nice. But again, it shouldn't be like on the say, it shouldn't be the way to cover up some shortcomings in just art quality, I think. So I'll maybe clean it up a little bit, just yeah. And I also need to clean up sketch because that white part is really distracting. How you call it? Whatever. Okay, now we're good. I'll just remove all the white parts so they don't annoy me. Okay, I wanted to do flats, right? I also think that this one in particular isn't detailed enough. I forgot the second layer of this. Also probably need to make it more visible. Okay, let's do flats real quick, and I'll show what I want to do with like his lower part. That sounds very wrong. Okay, so face ups. That sketch is annoying. Okay, I'll hide sketch for now while I'm still dealing with his face. I will need sketch later on, but for this color I don't. And good thing that he is wearing gloves, so I don't need to color his hands with this color. Also, I think I'm missing some inks here. Here. Either I never finished it or I accidentally undo that. Undid. How do you even? Anyway. So that's one of his faces. You know. That's his second face. And I'm not worrying about going over the line, because the only part where it matters, it's where it's kind of edge of the character image, because like this one I will be coloring over that, and going over the lines ensures that I don't have uncolored pixels, that just empty ones where the background will show through. So there's that. And the last one, of course, it's not like not all I'll have to do with his face. There's also like the facial hair that I'll have to draw, but it will be later. Now I'll add white parts in his eyes, and then that's it, because in both of other places it's not visible. Also, wait, since I changed his gemstone on the first frame, I need his thing here. How call it? Wait, I dropped something. Sorry. Where's my music? Okay, so where were we? Okay, I will color his gemstones now. They are a bit lighter than his skin, but again, it doesn't matter, it will be colorized later a lot. It's just like the base color. I had the stream about flats, specifically flats as in local colors, so you can watch that and understand what I'm doing right now. Or don't, maybe, if you don't want to. I need to colorize the lines. Oh boy. Well, wait. First I'll do his gray hair parts. I will need some more work with that later, with different brushes and stuff to make hair more realistic. Not realistic, but like more hair-like, I would say. It's still very stylized, but like in a different way than everything else. I'll just go... as you can see, I do a lot of details with hair, just because I like how it looks. I don't know, drawing hair is fine. It's very, very chaotic shapes if you can do, and it's still be fine. Kinda like that. Okay, need to colorize the lines. Do it. Oh, what's the word? Okay, I can't speak. And we have been going for almost 2 hours, and I just did inks. My god, why is it so long? Just it's oh boy, this will take forever. Come on. Oh boy, yeah, as I told at the beginning, like this will take several hours, and it's even slower than I originally thought, which is always the case with when I'm trying to estimate how long will something take to draw. I always kind of underestimating how long it will take, and that's a lot of work. Not that I'm like super efficient with that, but well, that's something you wouldn't want to rush, because if this stuff is rushed, it just doesn't look good, I think. Then again, skill issue. Yeah, let's just do his hair really quick. And then I'll think what to do with like the rest of him. Because like there's a lot of just black on black elements that I need to kinda separate somehow, but I also need to... What's wrong with his head here? Okay, good enough. Yeah, I think my brain is kinda leaving the building at this point. This is very, very intense stuff. Like, you need to keep in your head a lot of just shapes while you ink. I mean, well, I do that. Maybe other artists can do it easier, faster, like without this much just effort. Like, I need to imagine how it would look like, what steps do I need to take to do that, and like keep all of that in my head all the time. Like this hand, I should colorize all of that because it's black on black, but I shouldn't colorize the pipe. I'm not sure about the match here. Yeah, also I think there's something with lighting here. Yeah, that's better. Kinda got dark all of a sudden. I mean, it wasn't sudden, I was just very into the process. So, okay, what was I doing? Yeah, his hair. Now I have a lot of reflection here. This is annoying. Oh boy, how do I do this? Like, every time when I'm coloring the inks, because I'm just using black on black and I need to separate somehow, every time I'm thinking like, how can I do this differently? Like, how can I speed it up or like optimize it somehow? Like, because this is annoying. And like every time I do this same way and it ends up looking good, so I keep doing this, but like just this moment when I need to colorize the inks is like the worst, I think. I mean, I don't like drawing backgrounds, for example, but like this part is just so annoying. Because I still like it consumes a lot of just brain power, but the task itself is easy, but like you need to keep the colored version in your head while doing this, especially when like I can't imagine stuff. I just need to kind of calculate it like without visualizing it, and it's yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it's hard. So this hand should be like, I think I will maybe I just should go like this, and then I will go back to black if I need to. Once I am coloring the pipe, I will know which parts I need black and which parts I need light. Now these parts, oh boy. Do I want them separately or not? Do I want the... I think I do. I mean, yeah, I do. Because like this part will be black with some small elements. So I need this whole thing. By the way, did I do? Yes. Do I need? Yes. I can just do it this way. So this should be light. This shouldn't be at all because it will be covered by the border. I need also a seam here on his shoulder because I have it there and I forgot here. Oh boy. Okay, I think at least I'll do flats on the stream just so you can see where I'm going with it, because without it it's just a bunch of like random lines that doesn't convey anything. Of course, like if you read the comic you will see how it looks like the final version of it, but like before that... Oh boy, how do I color these? Yeah, this is kinda tricky. I think I will do the pipe in white, like not like gray, but like completely white. Let's try this and see how it looks like. I prefer to use... I mean, yeah, it's fine. Like, I wanted to say that I prefer to use white for like gemstones and stuff, but I also use it for glass. So, well, this is glass, so it's fine. It's completely okay to do it this way. The insides I'll probably leave black for now. And yeah, that's fine. I won't touch the flame just yet. I need to think about it and try different stuff. Maybe I'll go with red, because, well, it's limited palette. I don't want to add like yellow and stuff. So, okay, I need this here. Oh boy, is it? Yeah. There is like a lot of tangent here happening. Oh well. Don't necessarily need it this way. Oh boy, I accidentally colored not what I wanted to color. Okay, this one should be bright too, because we are going over black parts. And here this way. And yeah, speaking about why I don't like this stage, it's just a lot of this stuff just repeated over and over. I'm just coloring what I already did, just in the different color. But it's even harder to draw right away in the correct colors, because my brain will probably combust. It's just too much. But I'm almost done with this, and the flats will be easier. Not saying it's like completely simple thing. I'll have to just dance around the borders a lot with this one, but... And also I need to recolor the pipe in the first frame, but I'll deal with it later, I think. Okay. Good enough, I think. Ah, I'll do it now, I'll forget later. And also it's easier to recognize the shapes when they are different color. Okay, that's good. Now we will return our sketch, but I will move it under flats, so it will be... no, I need it over. I need them over it. Which is annoying, but I need to see them to draw the shapes correctly. So now we are doing the black parts. And like, I'm not using the black color here, as I mentioned many times before. I don't use like fully black for anything but the monsters, so everything else is dark, but not like super black. So the idea is like all of that is one color, all of that, but then once we arrive to the parts where we can see his what's it called, like the inner part of the cloak, or is it a cloak even? Cape, like its undersides, like the red part, not the black part. That will be a lot of details there. So I will I can do it now actually. I can delete the parts of the borders that are under the character, because I already have like lines, so I know where the borders will be. It will also make it a bit easier to understand what's going on here. Makes shapes more recognizable, I think. Like this part. Oh boy, okay, I need to maybe change the opacity again, making it uglier for a moment, but it will improve once I remove the border here. Oops. So here it's all gone. And here, this part. What's this? What's this? Where is this from? What layer is this? Ah! Yeah, that one. I see. The technical one that I used to draw the cuffs. Okay, so borders are edited. Yeah, okay. We shall continue with flats. Of course, having the sketch over flats kinda also a bit distracting, but well, I need it, so it stays. And that's also kind of the part that the brain needs to actively filter out in like just the shape recognition. It's also kind of taxing a little bit. Oops. So, what are the shapes here? That is his... I also need different brush for that, because I'm kinda doing inks without inks, just on the same layer. And I will need separate layer for red that I will put behind all that, just to make it easier to keep the lines, the line quality that I want. This like textured border. There are easier ways to do that, maybe, but well, not easier, like more optimal, but whatever. So that's like the black parts. I will detail them like the contours later because I need different brush for that. Like right now I'm using this big one just to define shapes, and then I will be refining them with different brush. So that's not like his leg is not this thin. I'll just draw around it later a lot. So that's his one leg, that's his like this, his that thing, that's his other leg, and that's about it. Like the rest will be red. And I need something for the belt. Probably, I'm not sure. Maybe I won't be. No, I need his belt. I need it visible. I am not necessarily need it like inked. I can do it on the flats layer, just like lineless, I guess. Just different color. We'll see. Let me. So that's like. That's black parts. Where's his here somewhere. Still I will be aligning it like that. Again, I need separate brush for that to avoid all of this uncolored parts. I still will have some of them and we'll see them once I'm coloring the background, but for now it's like what it is. Then like that's this leg. Needs to be a little bit more thick, I think. Need his face for that. Is he too big? Like his head is like what? 1, 2. No, it's correct. It's correct. Okay, maybe yeah, maybe it's even smaller than it should be. I don't know. Like with this type of frames, it's kind of hard to keep proportions in mind because I'm just looking at it, not the bigger picture at the time. A bunch of small pictures, bunch of just separate parts of the picture, and that kind of hurts proportions. Why is he? No, it's fine. Yeah, this like red lines is very distracting right now, but well, what can I do about it? Not much. Oops. So what was that? I didn't finish it. Okay, so that's like his knee, and there will be overlap with his boot. So that's kind of the idea, and I need the same for the other leg, or maybe not even the leg. What? Where's the leg? Yeah, here somewhere. He's kind of moving here. He's like walking toward the place where he's about to land his butt on the wall, I guess. how you call it, like lean against it. Okay, so that's like black parts. Now the red parts, which is more fun. That's the oh, I want to separate them though. Okay, let's just do that part first. That's very intense color. So I want his like back like tails to be visible, like that's one. But I also want his to show that there is this slit in his cloak or cape or whatever you call it, and I want these separate shapes. They will be the same shape after all, but this kind of implies that there is some separation going on, and that's about it. And now I just need to fill it with this intense red, and then you know what, I'll do it now. Just remove the sketch and look at it without it, and then I'll start kind of editing the shapes to maybe I'm like not really good with proportions and stuff or something. I'll check if I am. I might be. So yeah, that was very optimistic of me to hope that I'll move to coloring this stuff in this stream. Like I kind of started coloring, yeah, but I didn't finish inking technically. Like I still don't know what to do with his belt. Like, okay, I need to do his hair too, because it's like, it's very unfinished without it. Why didn't the dark blue register in the palette? I'm like always very surprised when the colors doesn't show up in this in Procreate stuff. Okay, I'll do his hair real quick, just to have the more complete picture, and then I'll be searching for the way to color his belt properly. Because like I need the gun on the last frame. Like I need it to be very like not super visible, but like not that you can miss it. Like it's there. Like once you notice it, you notice it. It's not like, well, I never saw a gun ever. Is he carrying a gun? He is. He's like, there were several, I think, instances in the chapter when we see that he's like armed. He's like on the train full of people, just normal people going about their business, and he's like sitting there with a gun. Because of course he is. Almost there. I will do more details with hair like later, once I'm done with the like main question of this page, like how to do belt properly. Okay, that's kind of yeah. It looks like his legs very thin. I think they should be a bit more pronounced. It's like proportions and stuff. That's better. What was my sketch like? Okay, so the belt. It will look odd if I do the belt but don't do anything else. I think. But I can't just draw the belt without drawing lines, like kinda do flat shapes maybe for the belt. Also, I think I need more pronounced the red, this corner here, more noticeable. Oops, why can't I? Don't want it like straight, but I also don't want it to curve too much. I don't know. And these colors kinda eating my eyes right now. That's very intense red, especially against that dirty blue. I will shade it probably. Or not, actually, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't shade it. Maybe I'll leave it like that. You know what? Let me use separate layer for the belt. I will think how I want to do this. If it looks fine, that I'll just merge it with the flats and I'll be done. So that's the how called baku, I guess. Right. Then there will be the these thingies, and he has a spare armor on his belt. Do I want to draw it? No, I want shapes of it. Maybe even different brush, like, yeah, kind of like that. So it's kind of there. It's kind of implied that he has like spare ammo for his revolver, but it's not like detailed or anything. It will be colorized then. And if I hide the sketch, that's, yeah. Yeah, I also think I need to maybe like these lines on his coat should be a little less pronounced, I think. So I'll just fade them to black. Like, I will leave his arms and hands like as they were, but I will fade this one a little bit. Maybe not this much. Just do it less visible, I guess. Doesn't help that I'm not using the correct color for that. Like, ideally they aren't fading to black, but to the same blue. But that's another thing that I need like a bunch of layers for that. Maybe not like a whole bunch. Like, I will colorize the inks now. Now that's more like it, I think. And yeah, that's kind of like that. Let me do it more. Okay, like that. Kinda. I will colorize it a little bit more. It will be more into bluish tint and less maybe pronounced. But yeah, that's the idea. Like that's the look that I'm aiming for. Of course, it will be rendered a little bit. There will be like background with like the sunset and stuff. So it will be kind of blue and red, like this, like muted blue and that same intense red. And probably I will use the same red for the fire, just cause, well, limited palette, you know. And yeah, that's the idea. I wanted kind of this whole page done on stream, just to like remember the process, but I will not be physically able to do that, I think. I might try to like color this too real quick, like just the same like I did with this one. Now that I know how to do it, it will be a bit faster. Not necessarily though, because like for the last one I need to kind of figure out the gun part. Won't be easy, but generally I think I know where I'm going now, at least. That's good. So let me just do flats real quick. Also, I now need to edit inks so they aren't going over the border in places that I don't want them to. There aren't many places like that, right? Yeah, here, here, and here, and that's about it, I think. A little bit here. And here. A lot of here, actually. But that's it. Okay, I can color now. Okay, like the edges and like borders I'll do with a smaller brush once I'm like done with general shapes. And also I will need to detail his hair and like, but I mean I kinda see where I'm going with this, so yeah. But that's like the problem when you want some artsy page and need to spend a little bit more time than usual on it, just to make it look good and follow the idea that you had. I also need to do something with this fire, honestly. Well, actually, maybe I'll just go with red right away and see where it goes. Like, the match should be also different color. This is white part, and the match will be like same light gray as every other element that I need to separate from black. I might change it later, but yeah, something like that. So back to flats. The fire I will color later. The sketch is really annoying right now. It is very, very messy. hard to tell what part is which element. Like, yeah, sketch is annoying. I mean, I can kind of hide it right now. Oh boy, this stuff also needs to be different color, just so we can see the details of this hand. And for some reason I forgot about it. I also probably just need to do it like this so we can tell from the border. Maybe all of it, just for the sake of it, so it's like more recognizable. Maybe I'm just doing it because the red sketch is really annoying. Well, it's like all of this is reversible, so I will fix it later if needed. Hopefully I won't need it, but I like can't really tell right now. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, we'll see. Okay, like lower part as usual is a problem. I almost don't want to do it right now, but I need to. That's fun. Okay, there will be some red parts here. So like, for example, this is black. Yeah. I need to kinda... This will be the border for red. It's like the part of the this cape is kinda flipping over, so we see the red like under part here. And I am afraid he will end up with like very thin legs again. Like he missed the leg day a lot, which, I mean, maybe he did? No, probably not. He's like, he does a lot of jumping around, so he needs working functional legs for that. There's another one, and there's the cape here. And I need to kind of make visible his thingy that holds his holster on his leg, like the not the belt, how we call it, like the thingy, whatever, you know what I mean. Okay, so that all of that should be black. You know what, I guess I'll just color around it and leave it different color. Can I? No, I think I'll do red first and then I hide the sketch. It is really annoying me, but I kinda need it right now. So that's this part. And that's what I'm talking about when I say that you need to keep in your head a lot of stuff. Just I need to remember which line means which, what goes over what, and what will be covered and what will be like not covered, and all that. That's a lot. So I think there will be some here, also different brush now, because I don't need texture here, I need just flat color. Now the I think we'll go like this and some like this, and also there will be red here. And I think we're done with red, and I can finally hide the sketch and just color stuff. That's wrong. I colored the wrong side. That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying you need a lot of brain here. Like this part is red, this isn't. Ah. Oh boy. Okay, I'm almost done with this part, and then I'll have to repeat this for. Also, I need to color his hair. Oh my god, why am I doing this to myself? Okay, I'm done with red. Can hide the sketch and color the black parts with the big brush. Then with a small brush, and don't mess up which parts I'm covering and which I don't. What's this? Why am I... Shit, what was that? I think... Well, first of all, his leg is too thin again, and I think I misinterpreted some lines again. Oh boy. I don't like this process at all. Like, I don't even need this. What the hell? So that's the same leg. It's in almost the same position. Not quite, but almost. Kinda need to keep some elements similar. This looks very wrong because it feels like he's... No, this is correct. This is correct. That's the cape going over it. So actually should be like this, and this is just his cape. So it's not like his leg is so thin, it's just his cape is going over it. But just for visual clarity I might change that, because that's a bit... if I can tell, then how the reader can. On the other hand, I am not trying to detail his legs very much. I'm more of kinda need the impression of it, and not the exact shape. I need different eraser for that. Okay, and for that. Oh boy. I need to remember to color this one differently. I mean, I can just use the red layer for that, just grab the gray and do that, and that's it. Though that's different gray. I need to say this gray. Okay. Almost done with this one. And then I'll have this third one to finish. Oh boy. This is annoying. But like, it is kind of shaping into something, because like once I do the background, which should not be that hard if I have enough layers, but if I don't, then yeah, it's kind of... then I guess I'll just jump into a separate file with just this page on its own, and should be fine. Anyway, with background it should kinda take its final form. No, I think it's, yeah, it is kinda recognizable. I don't know, it looks like his leg is too thin. I don't know. Maybe I should just keep... Maybe not, I don't need realism here. How does his belt look like here? So the buckle here. Then this won't be visible because... Wait, let me do it like that. So it kind of implies that the robe or coat or cloak or whatever going over, and so that's why we don't see the belt details. Then that's his... yeah, so we don't see any of that, but we do see the just all this like revolver thingies that will not be visible. What's the line here? This one. So yeah, like this. Good. And now here. And it cuts off at this point. Okay, how does it look without sketch? I think it looks fine. Also, I need to color his... But yeah, it does look like his leg is super thin. Maybe I should go higher with the red, like, so it's obvious what it is. Just all the way up. And just try to and like this. Oops, that's the wrong brush. Come on. Here we go. Should be better. Yeah. At least we see that that's... What do we? Do we see? Come on. I might try to maybe add a bit more inks here. But like I will fade them like here. Now, alpha look, black, charcoal I think I was using, and just fade it out. It's kind of there, but very subtle and like kind of disappearing. But it does imply that it's kind of where it's going. Yeah, I think it's better. Oh boy. I feel like I should maybe finish for today. I'm really tired at this point. It's kind of sad that I can't show the whole thing. I mean, I think my Procreate records the kind of time lapse of that. It's not like in real time, it's just the sequence of actions I do, so it just plays them. Like if I would be like just pressing undo real quick, but in opposite order. It's a very weird way to describe it, but that's kind of basically what it is. Like actions in Photoshop or something like that. Like it doesn't keep the time it took you to do something, it just like kind of finished results after each step without the progression of the step itself, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's the second one. I mean, looks fine, I think. It kinda takes its shape. It's like it's not final, but close to final form. Like I can like see where to go from there. Like as in before, it was very abstract, like understanding of what I want to do, but like without the picture of how it will look like. I don't know how to describe it. Like some artists can visualize the stuff they're doing. I usually don't. I'm like kind of searching for it while I'm working. Like I know what I want, like a general like a vibe and like the steps that I probably need to take to achieve that. Like in kind of not very detailed and somewhat abstract idea, but once I'm getting there, then it kind of starts to I start to understand what it will look like. Actually, it's like you know, observed state and like quantum physics and whatnot. Like before it is on the paper, like it can take any shape. You have some like general idea in your head, but like every next action is like kinda you observe your idea in certain state and it's like it becomes that state, but until you do it, it's like a Schrodinger's cat or whatever. I don't know. It's like whatever you're drawing, it really depends on like when, where, what's mood and stuff. Like things may vary quite a lot depending on like when and where you're drawing something. But also like there is also like skill, so some stuff is kind of more predictable than other. Like if you're drawing something for the first time, you don't know what you will end up with, but if you're like doing like hundreds of pages, every character like drawn many times, then the result is kind of more predictable. Still, there is a lot of variation, possibly like different angles and stuff, and maybe some more or less crazy composition if you feel like it. So like when I was starting drawing this, it was kind of all the possibilities of how it would look like if I do this or that, but once I'm doing it, it's kind of chooses the one direction and goes there. And I don't know, I find it very interesting, like how from the many different possibilities and ends up looking specific way. That's like one of the fun parts of drawing, just you don't know exactly what you will end up with, but you're kind of searching for it, and at some point you arrive to the version that you like, and you kind of stick to it, and that becomes your observed state, I guess. I like that a lot. And like also you can like see if you don't like it and you can't arrive to the version that you like, you can just scratch it and start over from different sketch with different composition. That will be your new observed state. You kind of go into the alternative timeline in a way, the one where you have enough energy to redraw stuff, because sometimes I would like to redraw some stuff, but I don't have time for that, and it's kind of serviceable, it's good enough, so I can't justify like wasting time on redrawing it. But if I would have time, I would redraw some of my stuff to maybe more interesting and weird form, I would say. Oh boy, what to do with you, what to do with you. All of that is black, so it goes black. But like this part, like this, his gun, I need to somehow detail differently. That's his leg. He's kinda like not crossing them, but almost. It's kinda just leaning on the wall and one leg is in front of the other, but not exactly crossed. I don't know. Oh boy. Okay, let's try that and finish on that once I'm like. I guess I will do the gun and see where it goes, and then I'll be finishing for today. I just want to see how it turns out, and I kind of also want to show it and to have the recording of it, I guess, to just for myself look later and know where, like how I arrived to that and how was it. Okay, what was that? So this leg goes here, and that other leg is, there is this black part, and there's like I think it's fine. Let's drop some red there. So how do I separate this? I think it will be something like that. So this part is like empty. He has 4 separate pieces of red on his cape, cloak, whatever it is, and also these shorter ones on his jacket. So it's like 4 long ones and 4 short ones. Short ones aren't visible here. I mean, they kind of blend with the rest of the stuff. So I guess I'll do this and this, and that's it. I will delete the stuff that I don't need a bit later, just all at once, because I will be going over the lines potentially. I didn't. Okay. So this is all red. so it kinda shows the gun, I think, really well, in a way that it's just on the red background and very noticeable. And now I just need to draw his belt and be done with it, I think. It's kind of too low, by the way, here. I think it should be a bit higher, even though overall he's a bit lower. He's kind of, since he's leaning against the wall, he's a bit, yeah. Sketch was correct. I should trust my sketches more, but like sometimes they are bad, so it's kind of hard to trust them when they aren't exactly ideal. So it goes toward the gun. I'll do the rest of the belt first. The hammer here, his cartridges or whatever. What is it called for revolvers? It's the cartridge when you have like the whole. It's not magazine, right? Not for revolvers. I don't know the terminology in English. But like when you don't load each bullet into your revolver like one by one, but just the whole barrel at once, because of course it's faster, and he's like, during the fights there is no time for him to fiddle with it too much. Sounds a bit weird, but whatever. So now there is like a red stripe on it. And a gemstone, which I think I'll do on the inks layer because I need it to be very visible, so I don't want it colorized. If I remove the sketch, it doesn't read like it's a gun, right? Well, let me do a little bit more. Maybe, well, I need reference. I don't remember how his gun looks like. I mean, I do remember in general. Obviously, I kind of drew it a lot while I was designing it, and then while I was drawing the first chapter when he uses it a lot. I mean, not a lot, but it's almost in every frame where he is like, not just his face, but like the rest of him. Give me a second. I think I had a frame where funny, I'm trying to remember if he had his gun in the second chapter. I think he did. He would. I think he's like arrogant enough to just go around with the gun even though he doesn't need it necessarily. Yeah, let me find it real quick. Oh yeah, he is wearing his holster there. Cool, cool. I'm glad I didn't remove it. Not there isn't much visible from this angle though. Funny how I can't find the reference for it. Okay, so the gun should be here somewhere. And we only see the very like top part of it, just the kinda where the handle starts. The rest is kinda... Yeah, I need to hide the sketch. This is distracting me right now. Like, so this... Like this gray part is the gun, but I need to shade it properly. Also, this won't be... This part will be covered by the cloak. So that's the gun. Now I just need to make it look like a gun and not like a blob of gray color. So there is this part. No. Is it there? Yes, it is there. Correct. This is this thing. And wait, the barrel is... No, that's a wrong angle, by the way. Because it's very angular, and this, from this angle it will be something like that, I think. Now the like the safety or whatever this is. Then yeah, the barrel is here somewhere. No, it won't be visible here, I think. It should be like that. And that's about it. Yeah, it's just barely visible, which isn't great, I think. And maybe I should just kinda apply the shape here. Yeah, it's better. And there was also this strappy part that I need to decide how to color it. I will most likely shade it somehow, so it's not this bright against everything else, but overall it will be kind of like that. So it's just kind of a reminder that hey, he is armed and he's about to use it soon, kind of soon. So yeah, that's kind of that. Okay, I don't like this shape at all. It should be kind of there. Where's the music again? Or am I out? Yeah, YouTube just wants me to press the button from time to time. Okay, so that's kind of that. The sketch for the background. So that's what it's supposed to look like. I am not sure that I will be able to color it right now. That's kinda... Maybe I will, I don't know. Let me just do the sun real quick. It's like in the very middle of it. kinda like that. And there is some stuff moving around it. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, these colors don't really match, but I will work around it. I will find some way to kind of make them work. Probably with just some shapes, less of a gradient and more of just flat shapes. I think it'll be fun. Just this like red kind of streaks. And not trying to mix these two colors, they don't really mix well. I don't know, it's just kind of sketch for now. But that's kind of, yeah, that's the idea. So it will be kind of red here, and I will shade it to kind of blend a little bit more together. But yeah, that's kind of the shape of it. I mean, it would have been easier if that will be just the coloring without any like shading on top of that, without any rendering or anything, just leave the characters like that. And I kind of wanted that originally, like with no like shading at all, just flat areas without even like lines. At times, just with silhouettes, like in the bolder shapes and stuff, just because it will first it faster, and I think it looks nice, kind of interesting, but well, I'm not there yet. I guess I like my shadows too much. But yeah, I don't like that. Let me just remove this ugly stuff from there. Yeah, that's better. I'll think about it how I want to do this. Maybe this red won't be like red necessarily, but like no, if I put white in there, it will just read like it's moon. It's not moon. Moon is not there yet. If I go for like brighter red, maybe imply the sun. Maybe I'll think about it. For now, I'm done. I'm like dead. Brain dead at least. I mean, it works nice, so I'm kinda satisfied with it, but I need to rest now. That set was intense. Thankfully, the rest of the episode is mostly talking heads, though since talking heads are boring, I try to do like different angles, different compositions and stuff, and some of it is a bit more complicated than I wanted. I mean, this is also more complicated than ideal, but I don't know, sometimes you just want to do some artsy stuff. Yeah. Next week, I do not know. Hopefully it will be a comic again, but probably I will not have anything even at that stage, like when I need to ink, so I will probably do watercolors. I'm not sure yet. Again, look out for I will post it before actually doing it. So, and yeah, that's what I'm kind of finished with. Well, it is what it is. I still, it's a lot. Like it's like 3 frames fully inked and flat colored. Like right now I just need the backgrounds and shading it. That's not that long, like the hardest part is done, so that's good. Yeah, and I need to stop talking and start like just relaxing a little bit. So thank you for watching, bye.